Wow, that soul returned to the surge without a hitch.
Yep, I knew it! Miss Nikki is super duper awesome!
This song is so gentle. It makes the souls happy.
So, you can sense the soul's emotions?
Mm-hmm. I've made up my mind. I'll keep working hard and become a ferryman. I want to help every soul reach the next life happily, without getting lost or hurt. Miss Nikki, could you teach me how to ferry souls again?
Sure thing.
Nikki! Thank the dragon's grace. You're okay.
They were about to send Zappy to look for you, too.
Heloise waited for you at the Soul Observatory in case you came back, but we got there too late and couldn't help you. I'll tell her the good news.
Do you feel all right? Here's some medicine. One for your soul rift, one for bruising, one for pain, and one for stamina.
Thank you both for your concern. I'm fine, I promise.
No way Nikki gets hurt with me around.
Angert, we made some discoveries with the Soul Tide and want to share them with McGill. Where is he?
He's waiting for you by the sea. We saw lots of lost souls wandering out of the Soul Tide. McGill stayed behind to ferry them and sent us to check on you. I thought you two might need a quiet place to talk, so I asked him to wait for you there.
Go meet the clan chief, Nikki. Don't worry about us. Leave the lost souls for me to ferry.
Nikki, you're here! On behalf of all Parksolians, thank you for resolving the Soul Tide anomaly.
McGill, I'm sorry, but things aren't over just yet. We saw something in the Soul Tide. Making shroomlings steal soul spring water, destroying ferrying facilities, changing the soul surge. Medale may have an ultimate goal. To wipe the Parksolians, who are tragedy incarnate, off this world.
I suspected as much. I just never knew why she would do that. What would lead her to do something so cruel? Then, I remembered how she was so sensitive to others' feelings. To her, maybe the Parksolians' fate was to be crushed by despair while clinging to our duties. If only I had realized sooner.
At least we can save the people near us.
What you said about Parksolian souls being pulled away caught my attention. The soul surge is back to being calm after the vortex disappeared. At least on the surface.
Isn't that a good thing?
That's the problem. Souls are the water to the soul surge's river. How can a flood subside without any water receding?
Someone might have siphoned souls from the river? If that's so, even though we managed to save some of the souls, Medale might have moved most of them.
That's a fair conclusion. Meddling with the Soul Tide can only worsen our soul rift in the short term. That won't help Medale's plans. It's just a smokescreen to cover her real plan. She needed to do this to achieve her goal.
Medale still has a mechanical seed that she used to absorb the Mother Shroom's life force. And now she has a ton of souls from the Soul Tide. What is she planning to do?
Something isn't right.
Whoa! Who are you? Ah! Miss Nikki! Scary person alert! Medale?
Miss Nikki, there's one over there, too.
But that's also Medale? Nikki, let's go after her and see what she's up to.
Stop right now, Medale! Just because you did something bad doesn't mean you need to do even more harm.
I admire your courage, but you're too late. It's over. You call me a criminal. What would you know? What's made you so arrogant?
Nikki, watch out!
Momo!
You're more capable than I thought. You not only found your way from Spira, you also became an unpredictable variable. And such variables must be erased for fate to run its course.
Stop! Medale, enough! Stop this now!
My poor brother. You're as naive as always.
And you're nothing like the sister I knew.
Well, you couldn't change anything, even as clan chief. Become beautiful dust, along with your clan.
She might have reached the final stage of her plan.
Clan Chief, over at Dragon's Lair Peak.
It's not over yet. At least the variable Medale's concerned about is still here. Nikki, let's head for Dragon's Lair Peak.
I had no idea Medale was your sister.
I think she's stopped seeing me as family.
Nikki, looks like the anomaly at Dragon's Lair Peak has affected the cultivarium too.
The children are still there. I'll head over to evacuate them.
We'll help too. I'll meet you at the foot of the mountain. Is everyone okay?
Thanks to your help. What happened? The Soul Surge got disturbed suddenly, and tons of S-lings flooded in from Dragon's Lair Peak.
That was just the start. Someone's using the Soul Tide to cause an even bigger disaster. McGill and I are going to Dragon's Lair Peak to stop her. You should all evacuate quickly.
No, let the children evacuate. We'll stay and guide these frantic lost souls so this doesn't get any worse.
But it could worsen your soul rift.
You've done so much for us despite not being a Park Solian yourself. It's time we did our part.
He's right. Worst case scenario, it's just like 5 years ago. We survivors learned that the bigger the crisis, the more we have to band together.
We'll buy you more time by using the soul banners and Soul Ocarina to calm the souls.
I'll tell Heloise and the other ferrymen to get ready for action.
Please stay safe.
Don't worry. We're blessed by the dragons. Our strength is limitless. I wish Celeste could hear me sound so cool.
After all this is over, we'll reenact it for her.
Yeah! By the dragon spirits above, let's work together and stop this.
Thank you, Nikki. It's like you were sent by the dragons themselves. Something odd happened in the direction of Dragon's Lair Peak. Lots of recovered patients fell ill again. If this continues...
Don't worry, Celeste. McGill and I are going to Dragon's Lair Peak to stop this at its source.
You're going there? But that's the sacred forbidden ground.
Forbidden?
Legend has it, the god of reincarnation was born in the Soul Spring Lake on that peak. It's sacred ground that no Parksolians can enter. If we step near it, the Soul Spring triggers awful Soul Rift symptoms. Even though you're not a Parksolian, you've shown Soul Rift symptoms. I'm worried the Soul Spring up there could affect you too.
If it will impact an outsider like me, wouldn't McGill be in more danger? If that's so, it's all the more reason I should go. Letting McGill go alone is too risky. Don't you worry, Celeste. I'll be okay.
I never thought you'd go to such lengths to help us. Thank you, Nikki. I have more healers on their way, so we'll take care of the patients. But when it comes to resolve, we're second to none. Let me pray for you before you go. May the dragon's will and the spirit's whisper guide us through.
Looks like the cultivarium is secured. Let's go to Dragon's Lair Peak and find McGill.
How are things on your end, McGill?
The situation at the cultivarium is settled. But things are looking worse over here. We must proceed with caution. Retreat immediately if you start to feel weak. The peak is forbidden to our clan. Its Soul Spring Lake might trigger severe Soul Rift symptoms.
Celeste told me about it. I'll be cautious. Take care of yourself too, okay, McGill? Your clan needs their chief to be safe.
I'll be all right. Stay close. I'll play the Soul Ocarina to ease your Soul Rift symptoms. guards we sent to Dragon's Lair Peak. They're suffering from Soul Rift. Nikki, we need to heal them.
You...
Thank you for your help. We should be done here. Let's continue the climb.
What's going on?
If a god loves their people, how could they turn a blind eye to their suffering?
Medale!
The answer is simple. The god of reincarnation and his dragon descendants have abandoned us. I too believed in our noble duty. That was until they showed me the truths of history. The ugly, sickening truths that were lost during the Age of the Titans.
Momo? McGill? Where are you?
The god of reincarnation and the dragons were unwilling to shoulder the burden of maintaining the cycle of life. So they pushed it into their creations. The dragons deceived our ancestors and etched that very responsibility into our souls. Such persistence is nothing more than them forcing us to suffer.
Deceived?
The dragons tampered with our souls, so that we can only reincarnate as Parksolians and bear the painful soul rift. We are trapped here, forced to be their puppets forever. That is, until our souls plunge into everlasting pain.
It hurts. My head feels like it's about to burst. That sound... is that from the Soul Ocarina?
And now, after the Heavenfall, the order of this world is doomed to collapse. The abyss is upon us, and no mere mortal can stop it. My people's painful legacy will all be for nothing. Our souls should have been freed long ago. I will finally save every Parksolian from this eternal torment. We will return to eternal peace. True salvation. I see. You're still protected by that mark and by the soul ocarina. But it's too late for you to stop me now.
Nikki!
Can you hear me?
Yes, thanks. I feel better now.
The soul surge at the mountain's foot is getting more hectic.
Miguel, I saw Medale's phantom again.
What did she say?
She talked about liberating the Parksolians after Icarus and the dragons abandoned them long ago.
Some who strayed from our path believe this, but she's taken it to an extreme. She's just that kind of person. Ugh.
What's wrong?
He never stopped playing that Soul Ocarina to heal you, even after his soul rift flared up.
Let's find a place to rest.
We can't stop now. The sooner we find her, the better.
Even so, you look pretty rough.
Momo's right. The Soul Spring Lake is up ahead, but going there would be too risky.
We're both in bad shape. I'm not letting you go alone.
For some reason, the mark on my neck feels stronger the closer we get to the lake. It will keep me safe. No matter what your history says, I know that in the present, the life of every Park Solian I've met here is precious. They're facing a crisis down there. They need your strength.
I understand. I'll go back and help my people direct the souls and save the cycle from collapsing. Nikki, please tell her what I've decided.
I will. Don't push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. We Park Solians are nothing if not persistent.
This is where Icarus was born. Medale wants to end everything right here. We have to stop her.
But how do we get across?
This is where the mark of the cycle was first placed. Nikki, use its power.
There are ruins under the lake.
These could date back to the age of the gods.
Welcome, Saintess. Do you still plan to stop me, even after learning the truth?
I already know your plan. Docilism was just a cover for you to get that mechanical seed. The one you planned to kill all the Park Solians with.
Wrong. Death can't save a soul that reincarnates. It only extends its suffering. The gods are gone. Only unmaking, returning our souls to nothingness can be our salvation.
That's not salvation. The Park Solians don't get a say.
The Park Solians' fate was never ours to choose. We are mere playthings to our god.
I don't know the full history, So I'll place my trust in the Parksolians I've met. Regardless of their suffering, most of them are steadfast in upholding their beliefs. They maintain the cycle's order and nurture hope for new life. Despite their mortal forms, they press onward through joy and pain. Their lives have meaning. Their fate might be unfair, but they are not fate's playthings. Happiness and hope for a brighter future. You believed in that too once, right, Nadale?
Enough! Your naivete won't change a thing. If this seed was planted in you instead, with the Shroomling's prayer, the Titan King might have reincarnated, using you as her offering. Docilism wasn't all lies. However, since my big plan failed, I'll let something else erase my people's souls. Oh, fallen devourer, who takes root in my body, nourished by the tide and guided by the soul spring. Grant us peace.
Nadale sacrificed herself. It summoned a monster!
It's already devoured her.
This water is strange. A monster's been pulling it. Nikki, watch out for the surging waves. The dark essence is sweeping over. Nikki, run! Be careful not to get hurt! It's a crescent-shaped wave of dark essence! We need to find a gap and pass through it! Nikki, don't panic! Hold your breath and pass through the gap! still weakening! Try purifying it now!
The mark of the cycle's power. McGill and the others are still fighting to suppress the chaotic soul surge. No one's giving up, so I can't either. What's this glowing tablet?
The tablet of the Pact. It records the Parksolian Dragon Agreement in an ancient language.
What exactly happened between them?
I believe the tablet will show you the truth.
The story starts in the Age of the Gods. Guiding souls is a painful journey. From his birth, he is destined to fall. The resentment of the lost souls corrupts him. The obsessions of stubborn souls corrode him. And then, one day, he shall end himself, and a new god of reincarnation is born. Even so, Icarus made sure to guard the cycle of life each and every day. But then, over a millennia ago, the new god of reincarnation was never born. Icarus got weaker and had to withdraw and recover, so he left guiding souls to us dragons. We dragons did so, waiting for him to return. Then, an unprecedented soul tide struck like a calamity. Dragons were hurt, but held the line until they no longer could. And then, a group of humans, also on the brink of death, washed ashore. We dragons said there may be a way for them to save their lives. However, they would lose their pasts, assuming a new destiny. And so a pact was made. The dragons merged their souls with the humans. Two races at the end of their roads avoided mutual extinction to keep living. The ancient duty of guiding souls was then passed down.
The dragons died off, their white bones scattered across the boneyard. The Parksolians were reborn upon this ancient land. Soul Rift is the pain left in the gap where two souls fused into one. This pact was meant to be temporary. We thought he would return, that the cycle of life would be restored, that the Soul Rift would be healed. But then came the Heaven Fall, and the god of reincarnation never came back. Yet the Parksolians kept their promise. Nikki, the dragons didn't leave the Parksolians. The truth is the opposite. This relay, from gods to dragons and to humans, this perseverance has sustained the cycle of life.
There is so much suffering in this land, but there are those who carry its future forward with faith.
Nikki, I remember my true mission now. To recover the complete mark of the cycle, and to finish the judgment Icarus had left undone.
The other half of the mark?
That lies near heaven's reach.
I see it now, the legendary Heaven's Reach. The other half of the mark is there.
That's incredible! A city appeared in the distance just now!
Momo, let's go somewhere higher and take another look. The Saintess told me that's Heaven's Reach.
The Golden City Wilhelm is looking for? How would the Saintess know that?
When I reached Icarus's birthplace, she recovered her memory about Heaven's Reach and the history between the Parksolians and the dragons. According to the Tablet of the Pact, the Parksolians' ancestors, on their last legs, chose to merge with the dragon's souls. It was an imperfect solution, and Soul Rift was a side effect.
So that's what happened.
The dragons originally thought that Soul Rift would be easily reversed when Icarus returned to restore the cycle of life.
But the gods are gone. Is there nothing we can do?
Maybe. But if the mark of the cycle reaches its full power, it might mend the flaw in their souls. My half of the mark lets me sense lingering divine power that maintains the cycle. The other half that the Saintess wants is in Heaven's Reach.
Nikki, has the Saintess's soul been sleeping inside you all this time?
Yes. I think the Heart of Infinity allowed me to answer her call. Wait, I get it now. I have Soul Rift because the Saintess's soul is in my mark of the cycle. Like how the Parksolians are fused with the dragons.
Oh.
Something else bothers me, though. Who fed Medale that false narrative and made her so evil? What was their goal? Medale's plan only needed the mechanical seed nurtured by the Mother Shroom and the Soul Spring Water. Yet, the Docilists' twisted beliefs, trying to revive the Titan King. Who wants to see the Titan King return?
I get the feeling we're going to uncover some shocking secrets in Heaven's Reach.
Momo, let's head back to Miguel. We need to bring him Medale's belongings.
Nikki, you're back. It looks like it's over now.
Is everyone okay?
Most of them. A few ferrymen suffered soul rift, but the healers have stabilized them.
I'm sorry, Miguel. Your sister...
No one could change her mind. She's always been like that.
We found this after she disappeared. This soul ocarina looks a lot like yours.
They're a pair. Our grandmother gave them to us, hoping we'd help our people together. But I was never as talented as she was. She was always helping others, but no one could help her. Maybe that's why she grew so resentful. I never would have thought she'd still carry this around with her.
Maybe a small part of her missed you.
Still, it wasn't enough to stop her falling into the abyss.
There's something else I want to tell you.
I see. The dragons didn't bless our ancestors. Their souls were fused with ours.
That's also the cause of your soul rift. That's why it's been so hard to treat.
Knowing where Soul Rift comes from could still help us. Maybe Icarus was merciful and left behind some kind of power, like the dragons hoped.
I'll be on the lookout.
Thank you. I'll tell my people these ancient tales when the time is right. But for now, we'll uphold our duties regardless. The city that suddenly appeared, it reminds me of the Titan city.
Heaven's Reach. I agree.
I'm not too familiar with the legend. But Engert spent some time with the Docilis. Maybe he knows something. Come, I'll take you to him.
I thought you'd be here sooner. McGill, how are you holding up? Has Medale...
We always knew this was a possibility.
There's no shame in sadness. You don't need to put on a stern face all the time, Clan Chief. You can trust us.
Certainly. You have been a great help.
All right.
Engert, did Medale ever mention that city on the horizon? We think it might be the legendary Heaven's Reach.
Well, I know she took inspiration from it when creating Docilism. She didn't trust anyone, so she never talked about her plans with us. One time, a reckless adventurer thought they could get clues about Heaven's Reach from us and flew to the church on a giant bird. After chasing her away, Medale suddenly came over. She must have been in a good mood. She asked me if I knew that a group of early Parksolians went to live in the City of Titans.
1,000 years ago, right?
Who knows? If the Golden City's real, I want to see if it can really bring people the eternal miracle that legend talks about. It's just as likely that it's filled with a bunch of lunatic daydreamers. By the way, there's a memorial ceremony later on Tide Foam Beach for the departed. You ought to be there, Clan Chief. But I know you're really busy, checking on the wounded and all, so...
I will be there. Excuse me, Nikki.
Engert, you're trying to give McGill a chance to compose himself, aren't you?
It's not as fun if you say it out loud. Anyway, he's too stern for his own good. We should give him this chance to say his goodbye to her undisturbed. Oh, almost forgot to invite our most important guest, Nikki. Everyone's looking forward to having you attend the memorial ceremony. Let him head over by himself. See you on Tide Foam Beach, all right?
Okay, I'll see you there.
Nikki, I'm so glad you and Momo made it back safely, and managed to stop the disaster at Dragon's Lair Peak, too. Truth be told, I had a few moments while tending to the clanspeople where I felt I couldn't go on any longer. But the thought of you at Dragon's Lair Peak gave me the strength to push forward.
Thank you. Knowing that you were doing your best to treat your patients gave me courage too. Everyone's okay thanks to your perseverance.
It's like we've always said, if you persist with unwavering faith, fallen leaves become new buds, and death shall become new life.
There you are. Is everyone okay?
Lucian, how are you holding up?
I'm fine.
I can't believe you took on all those Esslings by yourself. If it weren't for the clan chief's timely rescue...
I just acted without thinking.
Looks like everyone's here. Let's get started.
The Loomies are here to greet the souls of the departed. Nikki, let's play the fairy song together. May all their souls find the tide and return to the cycle. May they be reborn on this land.
We remember the departed not only for those we've lost, but also for those who remain by our side.
I'm struggling to get used to you acting so serious.
I'm really good at reading the room, you know. Well, if someone as outstanding as me were gone, the Loomies would be fighting for the privilege of escorting me, don't you think?
Come on, don't say things like that.
Nikki, you're a true benefactor to all Parksolians. You're my role model. One day, I'll become the best ferryman in the boneyard.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh, right, funny story. You remember how Heloise acts so cold all the time? After she heard I got hurt, she actually came to check on me. I wonder what happened to her. But getting along with the team will definitely help my ferrying jobs go more smoothly.
Thank you, Nikki. Now all of the spirits can rest peacefully. Did you know, when I was young, I also wanted to be a ferryman, but someone made me change my mind. I think you mentioned her name once. She was a genius healer who put smiles on patients' faces. We Parksolians bring peace to souls in the afterlife, and our healers bring us peace in this life. I wonder if she knew that because of her, a little girl decided to walk the path of a healer.
McGill, I heard the sound of your soul ocarina during the performance.
I just wanted to see her off. I'm sorry. I know her crimes were unforgivable. But she was still my sister. She was so talented. She could heal our soul rift and soothe any restless soul. I don't know when, But she started to talk less and less, building a wall around herself. I was so focused on my work, I didn't see her shift.
Don't apologize. Maybe she was so driven to make her wish come true that she became obsessed and made a huge mistake. After experiencing Soul Rift myself, I can understand how you all feel. Because of that, I believe that pain will never extinguish the light of hope. It always burns in our hearts.
Finding hope for the clan is my duty as clan chief. What's next for you, Nikki?
This land is so mysterious. I'm going to that city to learn the truth.
Then, I wish you success in your travels. Please, visit us whenever you'd like. We'd love to see you again.